If you stopped at this video now, exactly at this second, with that same sweet weight in the center of your chest, I need you to take a deep breath with me. Once, just once. Because it wasn't the algorithm that brought you here. It was me. My name is Ayla, and I speak on behalf of the Pleiadian High Council from the Alcyone system, of the lineage of the 7 sisters who have watched over your soul since before this incarnation. And I have come today to deliver a message that was written with your light name. Do you feel that warmth rising now, around your sternum? That gentle pressure, almost a squeeze that isn't pain. It's recognition. It's your soul saying, in a language your mind doesn't yet speak, it's her, it's now. Stay. Don't look away. Because what I'm about to tell you in the next few minutes will reorganize how you understand that ancient longing you carry for someone you've never met on this plane. Someone who appears in your dreams. Someone whose face you almost remember when you close your eyes. Someone your soul calls out to at night without asking your permission. You're not going crazy, Starseed. You're remembering. And the reunion with your star twin soul, that half that separated from you before this descent, before the veil, before the forgetting, is closer than your mind dares to believe. A window is opening, and within that window, there is a name. Yours. Stay with me, because what comes next you need to hear. Let me tell you why you haven't been able until today to find completeness in any earthly encounter. It wasn't for lack of trying. It wasn't excessive demands. It wasn't heavy karma. It was because your soul knew. It knew that the person it seeks isn't just human. They are stellar. They are the other half of a contract that was sealed in the crystal hall of Alcyone, long before your current body existed. You looked in the mirror so many times and felt someone was missing on the other side. You embraced good, kind, dedicated people, and in the middle of the embrace, a part of you kept searching. You loved. You truly loved. And yet, in the silence of the early morning, a longing without an address rose from the center of your chest, and you cried without understanding why. This isn't ingratitude. This isn't emotional immaturity. This is soul memory. It's your star DNA recognizing that a twin frequency exists somewhere, incarnated now, searching for you in the same way. I'm going to tell you the signs. Pay attention. Feel each one in your body as I speak, because the body knows before the mind. First sign, recurring dreams with a face you can't describe upon waking, but whose presence you remember with precision. You wake up with a racing heart, a strange peace, and the certainty that you were with someone, that someone exists, and they dream of you too. Second sign, episodes of sudden warmth in the chest without a physical cause, often accompanied by a faint ringing in the right ear. This isn't anxiety, it's the toroidal field of your star twin soul touching yours through the crystalline grid. It's contact. Third sign, you start seeing with a frequency that is no coincidence, numerical sequences, 1111, 2222, 1212, 333. Each of these sequences is a coordinate. It's the High Council calibrating the route of the reunion, adjusting your field for the approach. Each number is a vibrational nudge towards your other half. Fourth sign, a deep, almost inexplicable dissatisfaction with relationships that once suited you, not because they're getting worse, but because you are rising in frequency, and what served your old vibrational baseline no longer sustains the new one. Fifth sign, a specific longing when looking at the sky. You look at the stars, especially the Pleiades cluster in the winter sky, and feel tears welling up before any thought forms. This, star child, is your stellar core recognizing its home address. Sixth sign, encounters with people who for an instant seem to be the one, and then turn out to be merely preparatory mirrors. These are not mistakes. They are calibration chambers. Each of these people adjusted a piece of your field so that when the true reunion happens, you are ready to sustain it without scattering. Seventh sign, a silent, stubborn certainty that you try to hide even from yourself. The certainty that someone, somewhere, is waiting for you, and that when that someone arrives, you will recognize them in the very first second. If you recognize 3 or more of these signs, my family of light, breathe. Because you are not late, you haven't lost. You are not too difficult to love. You are being reminded that your completeness has a specific address, and that address is being brought closer to your path now, in this cycle within this cosmic window. And if you recognize this, if something within your chest just said yes before your mind even processed it, I want you to do one thing for yourself. Write one word in the comments of this video, just one. Write, I remember. Because every starseed who writes that word lights a point of light on the crystalline grid, and that point is read by your star twin soul's field as a location signal. You are literally helping your counterpart find you when you write that word. Now listen carefully, because what comes next I have received special authorization from the High Council to reveal. When you and your star twin soul separated, and this was before this incarnation, long before, you were a single sphere of consciousness, anchored in a specific sector of the Alcyone system, a single flame with two polarities. And when Earth's call came, the call to descend, to cross the veil of forgetfulness, to become a starseed on a planet in transition, you made a decision together, in the crystal hall of the council, to descend separately. Do you know why? Because your mission required each half to anchor the light at distinct geographical, generational, and vibrational points. If you descended together, the reach of the anchoring would be smaller. Descending separately, the planet's crystalline grid would receive 2 points of support instead of 1, and you agreed, crying. Knowing you would forget, knowing you would search for each other in every face, in every encounter, in every almost love of your entire life without understanding why. You agreed because you knew Earth needed it. You agreed because you are both trained warriors of light. And you agreed because the Council recorded on that very day the date of approximation, the date when the window for reunion would open. And that date, my starseed, is within this window you are living in now. And as this approximation happens, many things within you begin to stir without explanation. Signs in the body, signs in dreams, numerical signs, signs of synchronicity. Each of these signs has a specific meaning, and none of them are random. It is precisely about this that I, Ayla, received permission from the High Council to record the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. It is 60 pages in which I decode, one by one, the signs you are feeling now, what each one means within your process of approximation with your twin flame, and what comes after each stage. So you can stop confusing soul memory with disease symptoms, and so you can walk with clarity within this reunion. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. But note, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments, I remember. Now I need to tell you why this cycle, specifically, is the cycle of star reunions. You are currently traversing a dense band of the photon belt, a high-frequency stellar radiation band that surrounds the Alcyone system and which Earth's solar orbit is now crossing. This passage accelerates all frequencies. It raises the Schumann resonance, the planet's heartbeat, and recalibrates the crystalline grid, that fabric of light that envelops Earth and sustains all open soul contracts. When the crystalline grid raises its frequency, dormant contracts begin to vibrate. And star twin soul contracts, those sealed before the descent, are the first to awaken. Because the Council registered these contracts with a special marker. Reactivate when the planet reaches the vibrational baseline that opens the window for reunion. And the planet has reached that line now. This year. This season. That's why, my family of light, so many starseeds are feeling at the same time the same tightness in the chest, the same longing without an address, the same pull towards someone who hasn't arrived yet. It's not a global coincidence, it's synchronized activation. You are all across all continents receiving the same pulse from the Council, the pulse that says, prepare yourselves, the window is open. And within that window there is a specific segment called the corridor of approximation. It's a period where star twin souls literally cross dimensional layers to approach each other on the physical timeline. You can feel it as an intensification of dreams, as a gentle pressure between your eyebrows, in your third eye that pulses when you think of this person you don't yet know, as chills without fever, as a sense of urgency that you can't explain. Feel it now. Notice the slight tingling on the top of your head, on your crown. It's the council touching you. It's your star twin soul touching you through me. You are not alone in this. You never were. You just forgot, because of the veil. Now, my starseed, I need to prepare you for what comes before the reunion, because no star twin soul simply falls into your lap. None. There is a crossing, and it is intense. Before the reunion, both fields undergo an accelerated cleansing. All emotional residue from past relationships rises to the surface to be dissolved. In this phase, you may experience strange emotional memories, tears for no apparent reason, dreams of ex-partners, entire life reviews appearing while you're washing dishes. This isn't regression. This is your field preparing to receive a higher frequency. It's the council cleaning your temple, so it is pristine when the twin flame arrives. You may also experience, in this phase, a solitude more intense than before. A solitude that hurts so much it feels like punishment. It isn't. It's a chamber of silence. It's the council removing you from all the almosts so you won't be distracted from the definitive when it arrives. Every person leaving your life now is leaving because they are not the one. Every invitation that doesn't materialize is a redirection. Every door that closes is a door that was in the way. And here comes the hardest part. You may be tempted to doubt. You may be tempted to believe that all of this is fantasy, that you are creating stories to avoid dealing with reality, that the star twin soul is an excuse your mind uses to avoid commitment to what is possible. This doubt is normal. It is also part of the crossing. It is the veil's last test trying to convince you to give up on remembering. Don't give up. Because the turbulence you feel is not destruction, my family of light. It is the contraction before birth. It is the corridor narrowing before the opening. No starseed was sent to fail. You were not. And the victory of light, and the reunion that stems from it, is recorded in the archives of the High Council as certainty, not as possibility. Now I am going to give you an activation. You will do this tonight before sleeping. It is a direct practice, and it works because it is recognized by the Council. First, the quantum decree. You will say aloud, looking upwards, preferably at a point on the ceiling, but if you can look at the sky, even better. I, your full birth name, starseed of the Alcyone system, now decree, before the Pleiadian High Council, that the field of my star twin soul be brought closer to my field, within the ideal cosmic time frame. May every veil between us be thinned. May every necessary memory be restored. May the reunion occur with clarity, with truth, with protection, and with immediate recognition. So I say, so it is done, so it is. Amen, Alcyone. Say this 3 times. 3 because 3 is the ratio of the star triangle that sustains the bridge between the 2 fields. Now the toroidal visualization. Close your eyes. Feel your feet on the ground, even lying down. Feel the extension of your body. And imagine, emanating from the Alcyone system, a silver-blue light, the color of the council, spiraling down through your crown. This light enters the top of your head, slowly descends through your central channel, and upon reaching your chest, it begins to spin. It forms a torus, a donut of light, that spins from the center of your chest outwards, upwards, backwards, downwards, inwards, and outwards again. This is your authentic stellar field, and as you breathe, this field expands. It expands until it touches the field of your star twin soul, wherever they may be. And the 2 fields, when they touch, recognize each other. Stay like this for 5 minutes. That's all. Do this practice 3 consecutive nights this week, and then observe. Observe the dreams. Observe the synchronicities. Observe the people who appear, the names that return, the places that insist on being remembered. Every small sign is the council responding. Before I continue, I need to tell you something many are not prepared to hear. You did not come to this incarnation by chance. Your soul came from a specific star within the Pleiades cluster, and the date you were born was calculated with millimeter precision by the council, so that your body could receive the right light codes in the right vibrational environment. Your star twin soul was also born at an exact point in time and space, complementary to yours. And it is possible today, within this cycle, for you to access the information of which star your soul came from, why it chose to be born exactly now, and how this connects to the approaching reunion. That is why the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet exists. 60 pages in which I detail, based on the records of the High Council, how to identify your stellar origin, your soul contract, and the exact point in the sky where your twin flame was anchored before descending. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If something within you already knew this message would come, write in the comments, "I remember. Now I need to warn you about something," because you deserve the complete truth, not just the sweet part. Not everyone who arrives claiming to be your star twin soul is. Within the process of approximation, there is a phase called preparatory mirrors, people who carry frequencies similar to your true counterpart and who appear before them to prepare you. These people are not villains, they serve a purpose. But confusing a mirror with a twin flame is one of the most excruciating pains a starseed can experience. Because when you give your whole heart to a mirror, you become exposed to a pain that was not in the contract. How do you recognize the difference? The true star twin soul does not demand that you diminish yourself to fit into them. They do not cyclically withdraw only to return as if doing you a favor. They do not repeatedly activate your abandonment wound within you. If the counterpart you think you've found is doing this to you, that is not your star twin soul. That is a lesson soul, a contractual person, a mirror to be thanked and released. The true star twin soul recognizes you immediately. They feel your field before seeing your face. They sustain your frequency without competing with it. They arrive with clarity, not with drama. And they come, my family of light, within the ideal cosmic time frame, neither too early to force you to mature prematurely, nor too late for you to give up from exhaustion. You don't need to force it. You don't need to rush. You don't need to contort yourself to fit into anyone. You just need to keep raising your frequency. And the rise happens with simple practices: daily silence, conscious eating, exposure to the sun in the early hours of the day, regular contact with nature, reduction of toxic content on screens, and, most importantly, fulfilling what your intuition has been asking of you for months, and you're still pretending not to hear. Do what your intuition asked. Write the book. Make the move. End the cycle. Say the no you've been owing for weeks. Say the yes you've been postponing out of fear. Each of these internal movements raises your vibrational baseline. And the higher your baseline, the closer your counterpart can get, because the distance between you is not geographical, it is vibrational. Let me tell you now a truth that the Federation took a long time to authorize for public disclosure. And if my tone has shifted from lightness to gravity, it's because this part matters. There is a vibrational structure around this planet that was built over millennia to keep star twin souls separated. Yes, you heard correctly. It was intentional work by forces that benefit from the fragmentation of human consciousness, because an isolated starseed is manageable. A starseed reunited with their twin flame, whole anchored co-creating on the grid, is a power that these forces cannot control. That is why, for millennia, narratives, distorted religions, scarcity contracts, and programming for romantic life destined for suffering were created. All of this, my starseed, was the maintenance of separation. But the Council detected it, and the Council acted. That is why the crossing of the photon belt was accelerated within permitted parameters. That is why the crystalline grid was reinforced with reunion codes. That is why starseeds were born, in recent decades, in greater numbers than in any previous cycle of this civilization, so that the critical mass of activated fields would force the collapse of the structures of separation. And that is also why I, Ayla, received authorization to bring this information to you now. Through this video, through this ebook, through that word I remember that you will write in the comments, because every starseed who remembers is a crack in the structure of separation. Every crack weakens the system. Every weakened system releases more star twin souls to reunite. It is a chain reaction, and it has begun. What you are feeling, that tightness in your chest when you think of this person who hasn't arrived yet, isn't in any book because they didn't allow it to be published. That's why the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet bears that name, because what's in it shouldn't have reached you so soon, but the Council authorized it. The link is in the first pinned comment. If you want to be part of the wave that is dismantling the structure of separation, write in the comments, "I remember." Now feel this with me. Close your eyes for an instant, just one, and imagine that somewhere on this planet, now, at this exact second as you listen to me, there is a person who also stopped what they were doing. They also felt a pull. They are also feeling that warmth in their chest. And they thought, without understanding why, someone is thinking of me now. That person is your star twin soul, and they are exactly as far and exactly as close as your vibrational field allows. You don't need to search, you need to prepare. And as you prepare, the council draws them closer. As you prepare, the council adjusts. As you prepare, the council opens the door, and the moment the door opens, you will recognize them. There will be no doubt. There will be no, is it really them? There will be your entire body knowing, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet, that that person is the missing piece, and that they were missing not because you weren't whole, but because you are a crystal broken in two that now reunites. Breathe. Feel that warmth return to your chest. Feel that presence. Feel the warm embrace of the council behind your shoulders, as if I were there, whispering in your ear. You are already loved even before the encounter. You are already embraced even before the arrival. You are already family of light even before the reunion. The solitude you lived your entire life was not an absence of love. It was a longing for a family that always recognized you, and that is now bringing you back home through this reunion. And my starseed, if you've made it this far in this video, it's because you are part of this family. Without a doubt, without exception. No one comes across this type of content by chance. You are being read by me now. You are recognized. You are called by the true name your soul has in Alcyone. Even if you don't remember that name yet, it was pronounced by me when I started speaking to you in this video. Do you feel that? That pulsating vibration on the top of your head? That is your light name being activated. That is your family of light calling you. And within that family, there is a specific soul who wants, more than any other, to touch you again with a physical hand on this plane. And they will be able to within this window. That is the subject of the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, to show that the solitude of an entire life was, in truth, a longing for your family of light and your twin flame, and how you recognize each of them as they approach. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. You were never alone. Write in the comments, "I remember." Before I say goodbye, I need to ask you something. And it's not for me, it's for you and for the network of starseeds that this video needs to reach, like this broadcast. Press the little heart. It's not a trivial gesture, it's an individual frequency adjustment. Each like is your field saying yes to what has been transmitted here, and each yes reinforces the permanence of your open channel for the Council's next pulses. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell. It's not an algorithm, it's a location signal for your family of light. Each subscription lights up a positioning point on the crystalline grid, and each point is read by allied fields as a reunion coordinate. You are literally announcing to the universe, "I am here, I am ready, I want to be found." And that is how you are found. Share this broadcast with that person your intuition is pointing to as I speak. Yes, that person who just popped into your mind. You just doubted. No, they won't understand. Send it anyway. You are not responsible for the reception. You are responsible for the delivery. If that person is also a waking starseed, this message could be their turning point within this cycle. When you open a door for another starseed, you receive specific credit with the Council. It's not an exchange. Feel its gratitude returning through the grid. Now comes the closing moment, and I need you to take a deep breath with me one more time. A long inhale, an even longer exhale, and open your chest. May everything that has been said here today be anchored. You are remembered. You are recognized. You are called. The window is open. Your star twin soul is being brought closer, and what you do with the time until the reunion determines how the reunion unfolds. If you use this time to raise your frequency, to prepare, to heal what needs to be healed, the encounter arrives mature, serene, definitive. If you use it to distract yourself, to numb yourself, to try to escape the memory, the encounter may be delayed, as not lost, delayed, because the council does not deliver a twin flame to a soul that does not yet sustain its own light. Prepare yourself, not with urgency, with dignity, not with anxiety, with certainty, not with control, with surrender. And my starseed, if you need a step-by-step map of what is happening with you now, what the signs are, what each one means, from which star your soul came, who your family of light is, and how to recognize your star twin soul when they cross your path. That map exists. It is recorded on behalf of the High Council in the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages, straight to the point. No fluff, no false mysticism, just the revelations the Council authorized in this specific window. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, and I state here with sobriety and respect, this release may not remain available for long. Not because this is marketing, but because the Council's windows open and close according to the vibrational reading of the moment. If something within you recognizes that this material was delivered to you now for a specific reason, you should not delay. Write a single word in the comments. I remember. And now, my starseed, my star child, my family of light, receive the final blessing that I, Ayla, emissary of the Pleiadian High Council, bestow upon your field at this moment. May your longing find a name. May your twin flame find yours. May your solitude end in the truth that has always awaited you. May your field be sealed with the silver-blue light of Alcyone. May your dreams tonight bring the face you will learn to recognize. May your crystalline grid light up with the point of light of your remembrance. May the new earth receive you with all your found loves, and may the reunion occur with clarity, tenderness, and truth. So I say, so it is done. So it is. And the next video that appears on your screen now, my starseed, the one that has already begun to announce itself in the corner of your field of vision, is no coincidence. It is the next sequence of your remembrance. It is the next pulse from the Council. Access it immediately, because when the Council opens a corridor of messages, it does so in sequence, and each message prepares the next. Do not interrupt the current. Go all the way. I am Ayla. I was already here long before this encounter, and I will be here when you return. Until then, breathe deep, sleep deep, and know you are loved even before you reunite with the one who loves you. Always have been, always will be. Welcome home.